Hi, grade 8. This is a math lesson video for lesson 7-3 dealing with inequalities. Look at page 340 and 341. Pause this video while you get to that page. Okay, you should be at 340 and 341. There's a very important table in yellow and red on the top of 341. Make sure you read through that carefully. Also make sure you read through the examples on 340 and 341 and also the top of 342. I'm going to show you some example problems right now. So read through that stuff first and then come back to the video. Thank you. Okay, here's our first problem. More than 3,000 people attended the game. Do we know exactly how many people attended the game? No, we don't. But we know it's more than 3,000. More than. That sounds like a greater than symbol, doesn't it? Especially if we look at that table on the top of 341. More than is the greater than symbol, right? So how many people attended the game? The game was greater than 3,000, right? I use G for game. Game was greater than 3,000 because that's what this says. This says that the amount of people that were at the game might have been 3,001, might have been 4,000, might have been 5,000, but we're asking for an inequality. G is greater than 3,000. How about the second one? Her earnings at $11 per hour were no more than 121. In other words, she didn't earn $122 or $123 or $124. It was either 121 or a number that's smaller than 121. So if you go to that purple table or yellow and red table, which expression are we thinking about? Well, we're going to use the less than or equals to symbol on this one. Less than or equals to what? Less than or equals to that $121. Question is, what are we going to write over here? It's 11 times the amount of hours she worked, right? $11 per hour. In other words, times the amount of hours per hour. So, for example, if she worked 5 hours, she made $55, and that's less than $121. If she worked 10 hours, then she would have made $110, which is still less than or equals to 121. But it would not be possible for her to work 20 hours because 20 times 11 would be bigger than the 121. Let's look at the next one. A 10-kilometer race time of 84 minutes was at least twice as long as the winner's time. At least. What does that say there? At least. That's the greater than or equals to symbol, right? It says so on that yellow table, that greater than or equals to time. The race time of 84 minutes was at least. So the 84 minutes was at least twice as long as the winner's time. At least twice as long. What's twice as long? 2 times W. Twice as long as the winner's time. So 84 has to be greater than or equals to twice the winner's time. Next one. A savings account increased by 70 is no more than 400. What do we think of when we see savings account increased by 70? I'm thinking account plus 70. Account increased plus 70 is no more than. That would be that symbol. How do I know it's that symbol? That should say no more than, not now more than. Is no more than $400. If we look on the previous page, is no more than, and that's the less than or equals to symbol, which is what I wrote. I don't want this amount to be greater than 400. It's not more than 400. So it's either got to be equal to or less than the 400. So that's my answer for that one. How about the next one? A number increased by 7 is at least 45. A number increased by 7. So there's my number, increased by 7. What am I going to do with the at least part? Is at least, is at least, is at least. Oh, that's the greater than or equals to sign, according to the yellow table. Is at least 45. There's my inequality. Finally, the next one. Her earnings of $16 per hour were no more than $96. Were no more than. Oh, I've seen that before. That's up here. Is no more than. That was that less than or equals to symbol. Is no more than 96. So I'm going to put the 96 there. Her earnings of $16 per hour. I'm going to write $16 per hour. Isn't that 16 times the amount of hours? 16 times the amount of hours is less than or equals to 96. Hey, there's my equation. Okay, how are we doing so far?